Hello and welcome to a look at Mikie for the Commodore 64, a Konami arcade original that was converted and released by Imagine. This game has got no plot, I don't know what to do with myself, but it has an objective which is almost as good. You are in charge of Mikie, who has to get a message to his girlfriend in the schoolyard. And obviously he doesn't have a mobile phone, and if he had, he possibly couldn't move, because it would have been the size of a small building complex. Regardless, he has to pass on the message the hard way, which is to actually go and speak to the girl in question. How odd. He has to navigate 5 different rooms in order to actually get to I suppose the schoolyard is the 5th room. So he has to navigate 4 other rooms to reach the schoolyard, complete the objective in that level screen thing, and then pass on the message he was trying to pass on. In order to get the message delivered, he has to pick up hearts. And if you look at the interface quickly, you can see if I live long enough in this game to actually let it be shown. Top left, your life, select that score. The middle box is the letters being formed by the gathering of hearts, and to the right of that it says which room you are in. Once you've gathered all the hearts on a certain level, you will have the word completed, and one of the doors will say out, which means that you can exit the room, and then you are sent out in the school hallways, where you have to find a door that says in on, and access that room and repeat the process with a mechanical change in how you gather the hearts. On the first level, you nudge your classmates off their chairs so you can pick up the hearts. On the second level, you have to shout at some cabinets in order to access the hearts, which is a bit bizarre, but I suppose it's a game mechanic, and while bizarre, it does work. Picking up the hearts alone wouldn't be fun enough. No, you need something to challenge you while trying to pick up the hearts. And the challenge in the first level comes from your teacher, who is a very gentle, patient, elderly man who after a while decides that he's going to throw his false teeth at you. Yeah, I am not joking. That is actually the case, and I find it odd and hilarious at the same time. But your teacher is not the only one who's dissatisfied with you trying to get a message to your girlfriend and picking up hearts in the process. So the school's chef and the janitor are also very adamant about getting a hold of you, because you're trying to pass a message to someone you care about. Well, I suppose some schools are more strict than others. From a graphical point of view, I don't think anyone's going to claim that this is the most epic looking Commodore 64 game ever made, and it most assuredly isn't. But that being said, for a game of this type and for the tone and style of game, I think the graphics works perfectly fine. You can easily identify that you are supposed to be in a school, and all the individual graphical components, while not in and by themselves epic in any way, shape or form, it works, and it works well. The sound effects are a bit showy and outright annoying, but as you can likely hear from this video, it is the music that is the highlight from the sound side of things anyway, and I always feel a bit apprehensive when games use easily recognizable tunes like this one does. But it is inspired by the arcade original, except for the fact that Martin Galway made this version's music sound infinitely better. Feel free to disagree, but try and listen to the arcade original's music, and it's got no life to it. Looking at the gameplay, it would be very easy to criticize it for being incredibly simple. If you want to be very, very basic, you could say that there's a strong connection between this game and Pac-Man in gameplay, because you are trying to pick up stuff while being chased by individuals of whatever description they may have. And while the two games are very, very different in graphical styles and setup and layout and design and that kind of stuff, there's a certain truth to that. But I think it's worth remembering that this is an arcade original from 1984, and that was a time where games were, by and large, on the whole, more basic. But they were still surprisingly enjoyable because of the gameplay flow, or the interaction, or the sound design, or whatever else it might have been. And I would argue that that definitely holds true for this game as well. I was ready to dismiss this title outright. I was ready to play it for 10 minutes and say, oh, this game is average, sucks, whatever. But never judge a book by its cover. Open the book sometimes and read a few pages and see what pops into your face. And gameplay wise, what popped into my face was that yes, it is a silly scenario. The gameplay is simple, but this particular version, it plays like an arcade original and it feels like an arcade original, even though it doesn't look the same. That's good enough for me. Sometimes you don't want to use the entire keyboard, 2 joysticks and a spare mouse in order to play a game. Sometimes you just want to kick back and be frustrated as heck because you want to beat the game, because you can feel that it is beatable, but it keeps doing things to you that prevents you from actually beating it, but you still have the incentive for some bizarre, odd reason to keep going. And that is what this game gave me. I wanted to beat it, and I will beat it at some point. On that note, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, bye bye for now.